Hey, hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 10 different majors that should qualify you for six-figure per year jobs. Now, I have two criteria for this video. Number one, every job that I'm going to talk about has to have a US average, a national average of at least $100,000 per year salary. And number two, every major that's going to get you these jobs has to be able to be earned in as little as 6 months or less. So if you're interested in accelerating a bachelor's degree, earning a bachelor's degree in as little as 6 months or less, and qualifying for a six-figure per year job, this video is for you. Now, we're going to dive in. If you like videos like this, if you want to graduate college faster, get better jobs, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you'll see more like this. So we're going to just dive in, okay? The first job I want to talk about is finance, okay? Working in finance. Now, good news here, to get a finance job, generally you need a business finance major, okay? Business finance majors can be earned in as little as 6 months or less, and of course qualify you for a finance job, which in the United States, finance jobs on average, as you can see down here, over $100,000 per year. Now, salary ranges between about $20,000 per year for finance jobs and over $500,000 per year. So between $19,000 and $515,000. But here's the important thing. The middle half, the middle 57% of finance majors make between $93,000 and $234,000 per year, with a high being over $500,000 per year. So you can do it seriously, really, really quickly. Now, the next one I want to talk about is healthcare administration. This is the type of major that you need to manage hospitals and be basically a manager in big healthcare companies. Now, a healthcare administration degree can be earned in as little as 6 months or less and has an average salary of over $100,000 per year. At about $104,000 per year is the US average, okay? Now your salary range is going to be anywhere between about 20 grand and about $500,000 per year. But the middle half, the middle 57%, is going to be between $91,000 and $229,000 per year. And if you're wondering where the heck am I getting this data from, I'm getting this data from comparably.com. Now, for all of these, okay? Now, the next one I want to talk about is IT management, okay? An IT management degree can be earned in as little as 6 months or less, and the US average salary for an IT manager is like $112,000 per year, with a salary range spanning between $24,000 per year and about 300 grand per year. Now, I like to really look at the middle average, as you can see here, the middle 57%. So if you're average or better at your job, salary ranges between 110 and 173,000, with a high of about 300 grand a year. Now, next one I want to talk about is computer science. Computer science is seriously a really cool major. Can be earned in as little as 6 months or less. It's like one of the hottest tech majors right now. Now, if you graduate with a computer science degree or are technically a computer scientist, okay, average salary in the United States is over $100,000, over $103,000 per year. And that the salary range between $20,000 and over $500,000 per year. The middle half making between $92,000 and $231,000 per year. Okay. The next one, business management. Okay. Business management's like your core business degree, really popular and has been for literally decades and decades. But business management majors or business managers on average make about, and it's actually just a hair under $100,000 per year. But what this means is if you're average, if you're just a little bit above average at your job, you should be shooting for over $100,000 per year. So this is the only one that comes in like literally like $1,000 less than 100 grand. But if you're just a little better than average, you should be making over $100,000 a year if you're good at finding the right jobs. Now, the reason I included this, even though it's under $100,000 for the US average, because the middle 50%, okay, the mid-range is between $91,000, $92,000 a year and $230,000. So if you're just average at that job, you should easily be able to get above six figures. Now, the next one I want to talk about, software engineering, okay? Learning to build things out of software, learning to build software in general, okay? Really popular degree. The US average salary for a software engineer is over $106,000 per year, with the middle average making between about 90 grand and 275 grand. But the high, okay, you can really make a lot of money here, like $750,000 a year on the high end, okay? The next one I want to talk about is cybersecurity. Really popular, and there's a really high need for cybersecurity because there are networks and companies all over the place that want to protect their businesses and their networks, okay? And that's what cybersecurity people do. Well, if you get a cybersecurity degree and you're a cybersecurity specialist, the U.S. national average salary is $118,000 per year. That's really good. Very good, okay? With the middle half, the middle like 57%, so the middle half of employees in cybersecurity are going to range between $109,000 and $276,000 per year, with the high end being over $600,000 per year, which is just seriously, it's awesome. Now, the next one I want to talk about, human resources management. Something that I like about HR is there's a strong need, and there always has been a strong need. Now, HR employees, HR managers, they're going to run or be in charge of hiring and firing and training and salary, like paying people and payroll, things like that. That's what HR does. So it's like a job that has a lot of security because every big company out there needs somebody to manage their HR, right? It's just a huge need unless it's like a really small company. Most companies have HR directors, so jobs are there to be had, okay? Now, the U.S. average salary for an HR manager is over $101,000 per year, with the mid-range making under $100,000. But here's the thing: the mid-range is making between $78,000 and $88,000. The top being $187,000. And you might be asking, like, well, why would then the average be over $100,000? Well, it's because there are a lot of HR managers for big companies that are closer to this, like pushing $200,000 per year. And that's why it brings the average up. So yes, there are a lot of HR opportunities that pay under $100,000, but if you're good at your job, between $150,000 and $200,000 a year is not off the table. It's definitely in the realm of possibility. Now, the next one I want to talk about, data analytics. Okay, if you're a data analytics specialist, the U.S. national average salary is $108,000 per year or more than that, with the middle, kind of the mid-range, making between $130,000, $135,000, and kind of the upper range is $150,000. So the ceiling's not as high, but the floor is way higher. Okay, like literally out of college, you get good jobs. You don't have the opportunity to be like over $500,000 a year, but you should be finding six-figure or more jobs seriously right out of college. So if you're good at finding jobs and good at interviewing and things like that, you should be able to get jobs like this. Now, the last one I want to talk about is project management, okay? But there's a caveat here. There are a lot of project management jobs that make under $100,000, but if you get hired for a project management job in the tech field, okay, which is where things are tending to go, like everything's kind of going tech right now, project management in the tech industry, the U.S. national average salary is over $105,000 per year, with the mid-range being between $100,000 $100,000 and about $180,000 a year. So that's really, really good, right? So that's project management in the tech field. Now, these jobs, making $100,000 per year, I mean, I grew up my whole life with the goal being like, if you make $100,000 a year or more, you're doing really, really well. Well, to make that kind of money, generally, you need a college degree. You need a college education. But the thing is, you don't have to spend 4 to 6 years in college. All of the jobs that I just listed can be earned with basically accelerated college degrees, like literally degrees where you can go and earn an entire bachelor's degree in as little as 6 months or less. Most people that I work with for these college degrees are shooting for between like 6 and 12 months to graduate college from zero with a bachelor's degree. Okay. It is possible. Like if you want to make more money, if you want to have more job security, if you want to have a better job, it's possible to go from where you're at now to qualifying for your dream job in a really, really short amount of time. Now, the process to get these degrees faster, because obviously there's no college with programs that say, hey, come to our college and you're going to get a degree in 6 months. You have to follow a different process. Essentially, you need to find a college that allows you to go at your own pace. Okay. And then you're going to self-study and take exams, which sounds way harder than it actually is. It's a lot easier than being a traditional student. And you can do it in months instead of years. The cool thing is when you do it faster, you save a whole bunch of money on tuition as well. Now, if that's something that you're interested in, I'm just going to leave a link down below in the description. So if you're on your phone, just tap with your thumb on the video title and it will pop open the description. I'll leave a link to what I call my free degree hacking training or tutorial, where I literally just walk you through how to hack college and earn college degrees faster. So I'll leave that down below. But listen, if you've liked this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and you'll start seeing more videos where I teach how to earn college degrees faster, how to get better jobs, and how to save a fortune in tuition. And if you want to learn about that, just click that link to the free video down below in the description. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you in the next video.